Hey, I'm Emma Upton, and this is the map to the real thing, the strategy you've been starving for. If you've done all the work, the therapy, the mindset, the branding courses, but it still can't seem to find a way to bring your real work into something clear, something tangible, something fully alive, this series is for you. I built my thing from the depths of an anxious, overthinking hole with brand new baby twins, a husband who worked away, and a full time job as a school teacher. It made zero logical sense, but somehow it worked. I hacked the system and now I'm handing you the map because the truth is, your thing isn't missing, it's just misunderstood. And in this series, I'm walking you through the exact process I use with women who can do everything with their eyes closed, on 3 hours sleep, and still outperform everyone around them, but who are tired, who need a hug, and who refuse to let their dreams die. This is how you take that whisper of a thing, the actual thing you're here to do, and turn it into something real with wings, with roots, with renaissance, and with wild results like making £10,000 in the first month of monetizing my work. What? It's real strategy, but it also starts with you. And if you're listening in real time, I've opened up a handful of free map portal spaces, so you can actually do this one-to-one with me, having the time of our lives. The link is in the show notes, but for now, let's drop into today's episode. Just a little context before we dive into today's episode. If you're not looking at this as part of the bundle that I've created of the free guide, The Simple Strategy Reset, then go to yesterday's podcast episode and listen to that first. I dive straight into how I'm gifting you the strategy, how you get to use the energetics around yesterday's questions. So this episode won't actually make sense until you go back and listen to yesterday's. And if you want the full caboodle, if you want the Simple Strategy Reset document, which is a free document where I put 2 episodes together and a deeper dive into some questions and how you can go about simplifying your strategy, especially when it's around the niche and who you're speaking to, then message me over on Instagram. I'll put the links down below and I will send it over to you. Enjoy the episode. Obviously, in a 10-minute episode, I can't give you the full strategy. That's what we do in Map the Thing. But if you're Trio of Terror saying, well, how is me being able to ask one question without having my nervous system go to pot on me going to help me devise a strategy? Because watch how quickly, when you remember who it is that you're here to serve, that you start refocusing and everything starts to recalibrate, because you remember you're in service. Now, you've always been in service, it's just you got distracted by the world because it's wild. Suddenly, with that question, the clarity and the nervous system reset and the energetics and the karmic loops being released, you actually remember who you're serving. All of a sudden you're like, well, this is what's super helpful. This is what they want. This is what they're asking for. This is what they need. And there's this pure clarity around it. Your map is going to be birthed out of those questions. Your map is going to be birthed out of you providing a stillness when the Trio of Terror wants to terrorize you. So the question the trio are asking is, give me more of the strategy. Okay, trio, we will. That's what we do, Map the Thing. But what if you just played there, and then what if you ask the real question that is, well, how do I keep this alive? How do I remind myself day in, day out that I have a Trio of Terror that is obsessed with me knowing the strategics, that is obsessed with me knowing step X, Y, and Z? How do I go against that? Because you've tried to fight your brain before and you've lost. Me too. That is the nature of the Trio of Terror. They are every scary voice that you've ever had boomed at you about being wrong, or being inconsiderate, or being too much, or being too quiet, or being shy, or whatever it is that is the trio's main foothold on you not creating the work that you're here to. So what I have created for myself, and it's what I teach in the Be Anxiety Free Little Tongue, good morning. It's what I teach in the Be Anxiety Free Forever book. I give you the whole strategy. You can get it for like £2.22, or if that's tricky, you can let me know, because I've got PDFs.
But in there I take you through the process of piggyback sensory hacks. Now this is my first piggyback sensory hack. If you're watching, and if you're not, it's a tattoo on my entire forearm. I don't have tattoos. My whole family were like, and friends were like, you got a freaking tattoo. Not my vibe generally. Love it, obsessed with it. Don't think I'll ever get another one, because that is my first sensory totem. It's the middle path. It's the rocky terrain on one side, it's the easy sliding terrain on the other, and it's the middle pathway that's going through the center of it. I cannot take the middle path for toffee. I'm either all in and killing myself, or I'm out, forget it didn't work. So my first sensory totem was literally reminding me over and over again, oh, remember, that way of operating doesn't serve you, Emma. That way of operating will not allow your work to be birthed into the world, and you will absolutely not be able to make it your full-time thing, because you'll just keep circling and stressing out and burning out. It'll be inconsistent. That is not full-time. So that is my constant reminder to check in with my trio, being like, are you being an extreme idiot? Probably, always. Okay, am I gonna listen to that? So if we use the example right now, it could be, I've got so many stones at my house and I'm just grabbing another one. It could be that as you have this brainwave, as you're listening to this, and you're like, she's kind of onto something here, because I do know all the strategy. I teach the strategy. I am the teacher in whatever I'm here to do, and yet it still doesn't feel solid. And I know that it's meant to be more. I know that it's meant to be bigger. Wherever you are now, grab something, and it can be something tangible that you can touch. It can be a scented something. It can be the taste of something, maybe gum. Mind on Mute Monday is mint, so mint gum was a lifesaver for me when I first learned about how to use the formula. Create something right now with me that is going to be a sensory reminder, a grounded, physical sensory experience that you cannot miss. You do not need to get an entire arm tattooed, but you can create something. And what that does, it creates a link. So let's pretend it is mint gum. You're like, okay, well, let me pop a mint gum in and see what you're wanging on about, because I'm sure that my work is going to be big. And it's going to grow so big, it can be my full-time thing without blinking. That's what I want. When you're chewing that gum today, go about your day like regular, but do it with heightened awareness of being like, when you pop that gum in, be like, okay, so who are my people? Who are my people? And you'll probably feel that restriction. And be with that restriction and chew the gum. Can you see how you're going to be bringing that sensory experience to the internal experience? You're making links between the external and the internal, and you are showing, when you create this sensory trigger, that you slow down the internal experience. It feels better. It feels more still. You don't have to do that many times until all of a sudden you don't need to hold that area and breathe, and because you've done it enough with the sensory totem that you can just put that gum in, it'll be like neutral setting. Back to basics. Imagine it like when you used to go to your nan's and she'd bake you a cake if she was cute like that. My friend nan fucking wasn't, but maybe she was. That smell of that cake and walking into the house with that freshly made yumminess, that would create a feeling inside you, wouldn't it? And if you love your nan, then it would create a positive experience. Think of your mom's perfume. Think of something that is a smell or a taste, because they're powerful, that transports you back to a place that you like. The Vdara Hotel in Vegas. I don't know what they sprayed in there. It was insane. And I can smell it and instantly be transported and be like, there's nothing but fun available. When you create a three-pronged attack of thinking, being with that experience, and creating a sensory anchor for it, you can go about your day, and every time you've got the mint, internally, unconsciously, you're undoing that noose. So there will come a time when you just say, who are my people? What is the essence of my work? Can I summarize it in one sentence? Because I know that's the only way I'm going to gain the clarity on it to allow it to be birthed. One day you're going to be chewing your gum and you're going to be like, these are my people. And it's going to come seemingly out of nowhere. and it's not out of nowhere. You've unlocked and unblocked that restriction so it was able to land. That's what we do. That sounds like your jam on toast. Send me a message over on Instagram. I'm doing something really cool. I'm doing a compilation of name the thing, find the thing, and map the thing. You get all of them, and you get some time with me so that it can be completely personalized. That sounds good. Message me over on Insta. Have a look in the show notes, because that's where I'm going to put the details.
So if this episode hits something in you, if you're nodding along like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for, here's what I want you to know. This is the first spark. And right now, I'm on a mission for the rest of 2025, which isn't as far away as you think, to help 100 women bring their thing into life. Not just an idea, but something real, something tangible, something with wings. Right now, I've cleared the space. And just like my 4-part process has shown me, I'm all in with this right now. So I'm offering these 1-hour map portal sessions for free. It's me and you for an hour. Name the thing, finding what's been in the way, and you're going to exhale and go, okay, that's it. Mapping exactly how it wants to live inside the world so that you know where to focus your energies to make it really real in the easiest possible way. If that sounds terrifying and delicious all at once, the portal link is in the show note details. Fill it in. I'll read every word and I'll get back to you personally after the session. Let's actually begin. I can't wait to see you there.